Well, it's that time of the year again. Let's get this one started. Alright, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first part in another series of training for the New York City Marathon. We ran this one last year. It was my second ever full marathon. This will be my third. So what I kind of just started this intro video is going to be basically what to expect and what I plan on doing this upcoming training season. We're about 15 weeks out till marathon training, and I know most people are like, you typically start 20 to 16 weeks out. I tend to start more on the shorter end of 16 than the 20, just because I am an avid runner. So building up that strength to get to that doesn't take long. With that, I tend to go at the 16-week time frame. 4 months is usually good enough for me to get up to that. Get enough time for me to get everything I need to do, training, and be ready for that day. Now, it's 15 weeks, so I should technically should have started last week. I had a small hiccup. A couple weeks ago, I was playing flag football with some friends, and I collided into one of them and ended up hurting my knee, doing a small muscle strain on like the knee / upper leg area. So I had to take some time off, and basically I went to the doctor to get it checked out, making sure there wasn't a stress fracture in that, because if you don't know, stress fractures can happen pretty easily. Well, not super easy, but they can happen. So I went to go just make sure everything was good, because it did hurt to put weight on it for about a week and a half or so. I went to the doctor, and yeah, they confirmed it was all muscle. So they prescribed me some painkillers and some muscle relaxers. So I've been on that. And then they told me I'd take about another week or 2 off of running. So yeah, I haven't been running. Actually, today I was supposed to have a 5K to do tonight as well too, but for certain reasons that's no longer taking place, or that's no longer happening as well. So I'm just gonna have more time to rest on my leg. So yeah, with that, we're gonna get ready to get started. The next 15 weeks are gonna be interesting. A lot of running, obviously, a lot of cross training. I'm gonna try to implement some swim workouts as well too, just to help with those cross training on the cardio and all that. Of course, strength is a big thing as well too. So we're doing upper body, lower body, mixing. I have my strength coach Emily. She's one of my good friends. She kind of makes all that program for me, and so I just follow along with that. And that's typically what's going to be the next. It's going to be basically my week's going to consist of 6 days of actual workouts. So typically it's going to go from Monday through Sunday, with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are going to be the gym days usually. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday will be my running days. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are gonna be my shorter runs, anywhere between 3 to 8 miles, different fartleks, tempo runs, intervals, things like that nature. Whereas my Saturday runs, as always, are gonna be my long runs, and they're gonna start. Technically today was supposed to be my first long run at 6 miles, but with the injury and all that good stuff, it's not happening. So next week is gonna start at 7, and we'll work our way up there all the way up until like a 22 mile run, and then about 3 or 4 weeks out before the marathon, then we'll taper back down. Those are typically are the, in my opinion, I know everyone's like, it's kind of different. It's more all the runs in total. I heavily focus a lot on the longer runs, just because I like running through the scenario of the actual race day, and I use those days as prepping. Like I do everything I'm gonna do that day on my long run days is what I'm gonna do on race day. It's just no surprises. Everything's very routine. The only thing is right now is I might change up the time of run, because I'll probably be running in the later waves at New York, so my race won't start till about 10:30, maybe even 11. It just depends on what time they have start waves this year. Here I'll be running like at 7 or 8 in the morning, just to try to beat that heat, because I mean you're already at 7 8 o'clock here in Texas. It's already, you know, not 80 something, 90 degrees. So yeah, especially right now in July and August, I'll just try to get out there earlier. And then as we get into October, stuff like that, later September, October time, when it starts to cool down a little, I'll make my runs later. That way I can try to be as closer to the actual race time out there. So yeah, I don't know if I ever showed y'all last year. I think I did the medal for New York, but here it is right here in the flesh. So that'll be cool. For those who don't know or didn't see the video last year of my run, I ended up getting a cramp halfway through the race, so it made my last half marathon part of it very difficult to run. So this is another reason why this year I'm excited to go back to New York, because I want to redeem my time, because it's not an easy course, but it's easier than my very first marathon. My very first marathon, for those who don't know, was San Francisco. And San Francisco was a very hilly course. So yeah, and I ran 4 hours and 27 minutes here at San Francisco, which was my PB. So I'm hoping to break that this year in New York. I think I can be closer to 4 hours, if not under that 4 hour mark. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm excited to build up on it. I just wanted to explain some of the stuff that I'm going to be using in this training period as well too, some equipment that I'll be having and things that I'll most likely be using on race day as well. So on the day-to-day, Emily, my strength coach, she recommended me getting Strong Omegas, and I've been on them for a little bit over a year now, and they help out. Omega, you know, helps and builds and maintains a healthy body, and then it helps out with your heart, your blood vessels, lungs, and immune system, stuff like that. So I use this one. I also use another one called Strong Joints. I'm currently out of it. I have a shipment in. It should be getting here soon. But those are daily supplements I take, and they just kind of help my body stay in good shape and, you know, help with that, especially with this rigorous process. And then another thing that I use as well, this is more on the long runs, this is for nutrition, because you got to eat while you're running, is my goos. I use goos and chews. So just it makes up the consistency, because I mean this is obviously like more of a liquid gel, whereas the chews are actual like gummies, and so it's a little more of a whole food. But I like both, and I usually always go in the orange flavor, just because that's just kind of what works with me. I've tried out different flavors, everything from chocolate to banana, birthday cake, I mean vanilla, different things, and the oranges works best for me, so that's why I stick to it, so I don't change it up. And I take my own with me to New York too. They do hand out a mile, I believe it's like 9 and 18 or somewhere around there, or 11 and 20, something like that. They hand out actual chews and goos for the runners, but I don't use those because I mean I've never used them. It's usually the Sport and Science one, I think is what they use, or the Gatorade ones. I can't remember exactly what it was last year, but it's just better to have the one that you already practice with and you know that works with you, because nothing new on race day is the trend. So I'll be having that, and then obviously with the amount of time I'm gonna be running, I need something to keep me, you know, entertained, even though it is nice to run around in circles and look at the exact same thing over and over again, or when I do my long runs on the trails, seeing the same stuff. I will have my Aftershocks. They're probably one of my more favorite headphones for running, just because I mean they go over the ear, so they don't cover it, so you can still hear around you, which is great, especially if you have to run by roads and all that, or traffic. It just keeps you more alert as well. So these are great headphones, and I love them. The next thing I'll talk about is, because I'll be having my headphones, I gotta have something to play in my headphones, so it will be my phone. And I use the quad lock armband to hold my phone during runs. It's a very quick, easy method. Basically, I have a case that I use my phone in, and you know, on the back it has the stuff for the quad lock, and right here you just snap it on in. It's usually a really quick twist, and Sorry, there you go. This one took longer just because I'm used to it more on my arm. But yeah, you just do that, and then it hangs on. It's pretty durable. And then when you're ready to, you need to take it off for whatever reason, change songs, release, answer a call. Well, I can do that through my headphones. But if you want to read a text someone back, or just whatever you need to access your phone for, instead of having to slide it through a thing, through like a slide, a little, as most armbands are. You just do that. You can just hold down this little blue thing, and it twists right on off. So it's a cool thing. I like it. I found out about it through, I believe it was like Instagram or YouTube. I don't know. It was some ad that I saw, and it got me. So I looked more into it. I liked it. I ordered it, and it works really well. I've had this one now for this is my second iteration of this one, but I've been using this product for about the last three to 4 years, and it's amazing. I love it. Yeah. So with running also that long of a distance, you're gonna need to stay hydrated, especially out here in the Texas heat. So I'll be using 2 different products for that. I'll be using my Nathan hand bottle as well right here. Just slide on in, and it has a little pouch as well too if I wanted to put my phone there instead. Or sometimes I'll just put whenever I take goos and stuff like that and there's no trash can around, I'll use this as a trash thing. I'll throw trash in there, and then I'll run around, and whenever I find a trash can finally out on the trail, I'll take it out and throw them over there. This is usually for like shorter runs, just because it doesn't hold a lot of water. Anything under like a half marathon, I'll take this out for. Or if I'm going to be on the trail and I know there's going to be consistent water stops to stop and fill up, I'll take this with me. The other one I'm going to use, and I haven't used it since my last training last year, will be the Nathan's Hydro Pack. So with this one, it actually has the Camelback bladder system inside, and I need to clean it because it's kind of still disgusting from last year. But yeah, I can run with this on the longer runs. It adds some weight to me, but it will help. I'm adding more weight, so when I actually go to run, it'll be a lot lighter when I actually on race day. But this is cool too. I can fill this up, and I'll use that on some long run days too, where I know I'm not gonna be able to access water fountains to fill up the smaller one. I'll take that one, and it's nice too because it does have a couple of pockets, so I can put some stuff in there as well to hold. And then of course I also use the Brooks running shorts. I do have pockets in the back as well, and they're designed specifically for running. They're the Sherpa shorts, I believe is what they're called. They're amazing. I use the 2-in-1, so yeah, those are also amazing. And I'll be picking up more. I have about 4 pairs that I have right now, but I'll be buying more shorts as well for this new season, just to replace them and keep them fresh and updated. Now, the main thing that obviously is very important when you run is going to be your shoes. And like every other marathon I've ran, the Brooks Adrenaline is what I'm going to be going with this year. They work. I've tried other shoes, Hoka's, Saucony's, New Balances, and while they're all good products, on these longer distances, the Brooks Adrenalines for my foot just work the best. They're the most comfortable ride for me, so I go with these. These are the 22 editions. I don't know if the 23s are out yet. I believe they are, but I need to go pick those up as well. These are my latest shoes. I've probably had these for a couple months now, so they're still in their good lifespan. But I will be getting another pair as well for marathon actual training. And these are actually, if you look on them, it was a gift that was given to me. You see right there, it's a little shoelace like motivational speech thing. And this one, they say, first I run the miles, then on this shoe it says, then I drink the beer. So I'm gonna leave those on those pair of shoes, and then on the next shoes I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna put this one on this pair, because I actually have 2. It was a gift that was given to me, and it says mind over miles on this one, then it'll say you got this on the other one. So just a little motivational stuff to keep on your sneakers, which is cool. And it helps you out. You can to run with. It keeps you mentally, it's a little mental motivation. It doesn't necessarily provide any physical enhancement, but still, it's cool. I like them. A little personalization to my shoes, so I add those on. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So the training, and then obviously nutrition is gonna be a big portion of it as well. And I don't like that part just because, you know, the cooking and the meal prepping and all that can be a pain sometimes, but it has to be done. So yeah, obviously nutrition will be a big part of it as well. I'll be eating a lot and eating the right foods as well. So, and cutting back on some stuff as well, but everything in moderation. And yeah, so I'm excited for this upcoming season, training season. It's going to be an interesting one. And then obviously I'm excited for the actual trip itself to get out there and run. If you don't know, I didn't go into the lottery this year to get to the run. I actually registered with a charity, and I'm running for Team for Kids. So I have up until October 1st to raise money for that, and then after that it'll close. So if you would like to donate, the link is down below. Please click on it and donate whatever you can. No gift is too small or too big. It's for a great cause. It's for after-school programs for kids. So yeah, please help me out and donate to that great charity. And yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing these videos weekly like I did in the last series last year, or I'll just be having them in random intervals. We'll just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun training time, and I'm glad you're gonna come along with the journey with me. So let's get this one started, and I'll see y'all in the next video.